Depression. What is depression? How do people get into depression? What makes you get into depression? How can you get out of depression? How do you bounce back from depression? Stay tuned. Hi guys, it's your girl D. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are talking about mental health. Depression being a biggest contributor to mental health. And today as we start, I want us to talk about depression. What causes depression? Most people don't realize that depression creeps in easy when you are not even aware of it, and mostly it's caused by so many things in life. One of them being comparison. You are comparing yourself to your age mates, you are comparing yourself to your colleagues, you're comparing yourself to your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your family members, and maybe your age set. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel that they've achieved so much which you haven't achieved yet. And I can tell you for free, it's a lie. If you look at it, in a negative way, yes, it is true. But if you look at it in a positive way, it is not true, because we cannot all be equal. These fingers are not equal. This is shorter than this is shorter than this is shorter than, this is way far shorter, fat, wherever. So we cannot be the same. We cannot always all of us be the same. So what you can do is embracing your uniqueness. Embrace your uniqueness, embrace your progress, embrace the steps that you take every day to make sure that your tomorrow is better than today. That is what counts. It doesn't count that your peers, your colleagues, your age mates are doing much better than you, but what counts is that you are doing better than you were doing yesterday. Yes. One is comparison. That causes depression. Another one is setting high targets for yourself. Setting very high targets for yourself makes you feel like you're not doing enough, you're not good enough, but in real sense, you're really growing one step at a time. Every step, every day counts. That's what people don't realize. Don't set yourself so high goals. You say that I want to buy a car in 3 months' time, a car worth 1 million. Where are you going to get 1 million from in 3 months' time? Unless if you really have the money somewhere that you're waiting for it maybe to mature or to materialize so that you can take it. And I don't know where my camera is. I'm just looking all over. Forget about it. So unless if you have this money in your hands and you're waiting for it to be ready for you to go and take and buy that car, else every goal as a timeline. You plan, and it has to be realistic. You plan slowly by slowly. You say in 3 months time I'm going to buy myself maybe a microwave. If you say you want to buy yourself a microwave worth 15,000 in 3 months time, it's very realistic. The timeline is very realistic, and yeah, like that. But if you want to buy a piece of land, you want to build a house, you want to buy a car, it will take time. It will not just come out of the blues and just come land on you. So number one, we have said again, comparison. I think I will be going back to this point so that you understand. Comparison. Number two, setting very high goals. Number three, high standards of living beyond your earnings, like way up there. You're earning 50,000 shillings, you want to stay in a house worth 40,000 shillings. You've not even included a house help if you need one. You've not included your monthly shopping. You have not included so many things in it. So you can imagine all those things. Forget about someone in the background, guys. I'm in the office. Yeah, this is meant to happen. Yeah, but yes. So high living standards. You cannot live beyond your earnings. Always learn to live within your means. If you're earning 20,000 shillings, the house that you can stay with is maybe a studio, a bedsitter somewhere far away from town, worth around 5,000, 6,000 shillings, so that will be left with money to eat and money maybe to do other things and for emergency and also for savings. Don't forget that. Yes. So what is the next step? The next step is failing to acknowledge when we are down. Some people say it's only celebs who have this problem, but what I do believe is not only celebs who pass through this, even us, we feel like I was living, I was earning well, I was living in a house worth maybe 50,000 shillings, and then things went south. Maybe I got laid off at work. Maybe my businesses started was no longer lucrative as it was before. So you're struggling. In real sense, is that you're struggling. You're struggling, but you do not want to accept it and say, I'm struggling, I can no longer afford to pay a house rent of 50,000 shillings. Let me just go and get a house. Maybe if you're in a 3-bedroom house, you say you want to get a house of maybe like 20,000, 20,000, 2-bedroom, maybe 20,000 shillings. You do not want to do that. You're living those high-end estates. You don't want to downgrade yourself to the level that you are currently in. So all this pressure, all this makes you have a mental breakdown, and this leads to depression. Guys, live within your means. If things go south, always be ready. Did I say lead? Sorry. Be ready to downgrade and upgrade. No one owes you an explanation. No one owes you anything. Sometimes people say, I don't want to go to this place, maybe because I'm afraid what my friends will say. Darling, no one gives a F. No one cares. No one really cares about where you live, what you eat, what you do, blah blah blah. And those who cares, it's none of their business. So live within your means, pay bills that you can afford, take your kids to schools that you can afford, live in a house that you can afford, drive a car that you can afford. Don't go driving Subaru cars or those big cars with big engines just because your friends are driving big engine cars, or just because you feel like you need to set some standards. Live within your means. So what we are in point number today. I had not written in this, so I'm just saying as it comes. So another thing, what comes when the suddenlies of life happen? Suddenlies of life, like things happen just boom, abruptly. They just come and happens. What happens to you? How do you handle that? Do you have enough shock absorbers? We call them shock absorbers because you let it not be the person that when you're faced with a difficulty situation, you just break down. You're those people who shut themselves in their houses, in their rooms. You shut yourself down and you do not talk to anyone. You shut yourself down from the social media. You shut yourself down from people, friends and family. No one can see you. Don't go to church. You don't do anything at all. You're just there. So what happens is loneliness is a friend of bad thoughts. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. The moment you go in your room, you close yourself in that room and you do not talk to anyone, that creates a room for the devil to come and do things to you that you're not supposed to go through. Yes, so that's what happens. So as we talk about suddenlies of life, always have a backup plan. Always have don't forget about me touching my screen now and then. I'm recording my phone and it's going dark, and I have to make sure that it's light. It has enough light for me to be able to record. And also forget about the background noises. Some people are making noise, others playing music, others talking. And yeah, so in the office I told you, so noise is about to come by. So yeah, as I was saying, when the suddenlies of life happen, what do you make out of it? Don't allow yourself to drown so much in that place. Don't allow yourself to be in that situation for so long. Make sure that you bounce back. How do you bounce back? Bouncing back means that you're ready to accept that this is it. Basically, you're ready to acknowledge that you're in this place, you're in this season at this moment. There's nothing you can do about it. Change what is changeable, and what is not changeable, leave it, and leave it to God in prayer. Leave it to God and allow God to take you through and to carry you through. Yeah, that's basically what you can do. Apparently worrying adds more sorrow, so even worrying will not change the situation at the moment. But if you take action and acknowledge that this is it, this is me now, I am the one who's going to get myself out of this mess. Yes, it is doable and you're going to do it. Until next time, it's always your girl D. Please, if this video has any impact in your life or has impacted you positively, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Subscribe to this channel and you will be blessed. Bye. Ciao.